What's up, Cancers? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. So happy to have all the Cancerians in the house, however you resonate. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, even Jupiter today, because we are doing your career and financial spreads. So we'll see if luck and good fortune is on your side, hopefully. So this is going to be second part of December into the second half of January 2020. Happy holidays to everyone out there. Happy New Year's. Happy everything that you celebrate. Hope everyone is well. As always, guys, here on YouTube, I am doing general messages. That means that not everything I say will resonate with you. So it is up to you to come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind, and to ultimately take away the messages that you feel are meant for you, intended for you, for your best and highest good, as we say in tarot. If something doesn't click, if something doesn't fit your circumstance or scenario, drop it like it's hot. That means it's probably not your message. It's probably for someone else. And in that case, you don't need to take on any energy that is strange or foreign to you. Sometimes messages will resonate for you later down the line, in a few days, in a few weeks, even in a few months. So if that's the case, take it and run with it. Congratulations, it was your message. Damn, Cancer, you got some good cards coming out. I want to jump in. But yeah, just to reiterate, don't take away messages that are not meant for you. This is supposed to be empowering and enlightening. That's why I do this. I want to help everyone out there. I always give my Cancer squad a huge shout out because you guys are just the best. You guys are my fam. And yeah, thanks for all the love and support. I appreciate you. As always, like, share, subscribe where you can. Let's hop in. So first off, let's just talk about bottom of your deck. Holy nonies, it gets better too. So you have the Sun card, joy, happiness, birth, renewal, as well as the King of Cups. So it's sometimes a romantic offer, but in love, this could be an offer of a job that brings happiness. So, I mean, the cups rule the heart space, so something about like renewing of the heart. So maybe like a revival of the part of your job or the part of your career that you love. Or again, a brand new opportunity, potentially working with another water sign. It doesn't have to be. This could also represent you making offers of happiness, and that's a very strange way to phrase it, but that's sort of what was delivered to me here. So I don't know if some of you are hiring on some sort of staff or team or I don't know, like taking on some sort of partnership that it's like relieving you of burdens, and so it's bringing you great joy to like split the workload, to delegate responsibility. It could be something like that. Underneath those cards, you have Queen of Wands and Three of Cups. So the work hard, play hard queen, the Queen of Wands, beautiful, charismatic, the witch of the deck. Yeah, like very much in arts and entertainment too. I associate the Queen of Wands, acting, singing, dancing, anything creative or spiritual for that matter. Same with King of Cups. Whether you're male or female, both these are like heavy hitters in terms of spirituality. So again, for those watching, any sort of career that involves faith or spirituality or religion of some kind, like hell yeah. And the fact that they're both being paired with cards of, quite simplistically, happiness. The Sun stands for happiness. It's a card of Leo. Also like children, joy, family. And then Three of Cups is joyous celebrations. It can sometimes be reunions. It can be happy hour with your coworkers. It can be reconciling something with a friend or with a parent or, you know, a romantic partnership. I will say though, there is the connotation of three here, but because all your cards are so bomb, I'm not reading for love, but sometimes this is like a third party card, but I don't really think it is. If anything, it's speaking about teams in the workplace and really solid partnerships. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and of course we have all the water signs here as well, and then again the card of Leo. So specifically Leo, Scorpio, and Aries, that might mean something to you. That might be strong in your chart. But yeah, I mean, your cards look solid, so let's dig in and see what this is all meaning. Your energy coming into middle of the month, holy cannoli, Cancer. 10 of Cups. Pure joy and happiness, long-lasting connections that span through the decades, through the years. Typically, it's a card of the long term. It's like the wish come true, the fairy tale ending. So because I'm reading for a month, you have to put that in the context of the time span of how it relates to you. So completion of a goal or long-term happiness for whatever you were hoping to accomplish in, you know, a month or two's time frame. It looks like things are coming into fruition. Things are coming to light. And I mean, especially during the holidays for those who are close with a family or maybe you have like, you know, a friends group that are like family. Yeah, spending time with those you love. And I mean, you know, you're Cancer, you rule the fourth house, family dynamics. You know, and Cancers with such a beautiful, deep heart, love and connection, relationships, be them romantic or not, are very important to most of the Cancers out there. So, I mean, I love that this card is coming out for you. I feel like I'm rambling about 1,000 miles a minute because I feel your energy. I sat down to do this and I was like smiling, and yeah, and the cards are indicating that very much. And so this came up in your pre-shuffle as well. This is so funny, Cancer. So this is the Hierophant. It's a card of Taurus. It's so funny. This came up in your pre-shuffle as I'm off camera trying to connect with your energy. And it showed itself and I instantly got like, peace, I'm out. So I don't know if some of you are leaving a job or leaving a connection behind that was like getting in the way of you starting your own business, or you starting, it could even be a different relationship, or it's interesting because the Hierophant is all about commitment, and that could absolutely be what this is standing for: commitment to long-term joy and happiness, listening to your heart, following your heart, listening to your intuition when something tells you isn't right, rather than second-guessing yourself or kind of getting things kind of muddied in the water. It's like you start really tapping into your spirituality and your intuition long-term. It's like, I think some of you, especially with the Hierophant, like a teacher of faith, of spirituality, the Pope, you guys are like stepping up to be more receptive and more in tune with the universe when, you know, God, spirit, or whatever you believe in is trying to communicate with you. That's one thing. For others of you, there's something, I don't know why it's coming up the way it is, but it's funny. It's very much just like how like rock and rollers on the night, they're like, good night, New York, we love you. It feels like that. It's like, peace, I'm out. But it's very powerful. It's very, like confidence, and like, you know, you rocked it. It's that type of energy. So that could be you giving a final presentation. Maybe you're in college, right? Maybe you completed a course. Maybe you graduated from something, whatever that means to you. But yeah, tens are endings of a cycle. So that's what I mean. It's like you're closing out a cycle, and the thing is, what you're entering into immediately, it feels good. It's like, oh, I finally have it. And I mean, it's clearly came with hard work, or the Queen of Wands wouldn't be showing, right? But lots of cup energy, lots of things involving the heart space, and yeah, beautiful energy, Cancer. I can't say it enough. And I think, as I usually mention, when I'm doing finance and career spreads and cups come out, yes, cups are love, but cups are also the idea of energy flow back and forth between cups. And money is a currency, right? Money is an energy. It comes and goes. So if there's good cup flow, I know that sounds weird. Sounds like a weird like menstruation metaphor. Anyway, if there's cups present in a reading, and good cups for that matter, like you have the 10 and the King, hell yeah, Cancer. Awesome energy. So whatever it is you're doing or about to do, you're passionate about it, you're confident about it, you're courageous, you enjoy it, it brings you happiness. And yeah, it's like they may raise a toast in your name. That could be something like that. Or, you know, you get the promotion, you go out and celebrate with coworkers. Somebody makes an offer on that job you've been waiting to hear back on. It's very, it's very cool. All right, so let me get these straight. 3 of Cups went with the Queen. All right, so let's hop into your challenge or focus, because right now everything is just like, it's good. It looks great. It looks fantastic. It looks wonderful. Your challenge is going to be the 9 of Wands. Okay, so a lot of different things could be here. This is sometimes what we call the Wounded Warrior card. It's someone who's extended and put in a great amount of effort, wands being, you know, energy we exert in our career specifically, where you're almost at the end. If you're at the 9, again, closing out the cycle to make the 10, essentially. There might be wavering confidence, especially if you're waiting to hear back from a job. It's like, I don't know how much longer I can wait. I've done everything I can. I've sent the follow-up email. I sent the thank you note in the mail. I did that, you know. And it could also represent, I'm so done at this current job. Like I'm literally about to lose it. There's this kind of heavy heart or defeated like sensibilities, like you don't know how much longer you can go on. And this card, I like, depending on what's next to it, I can interpret it 1,000 different ways. Here, this little exchange with like the magic fairy or whatever that is. It reminds me of Moulin Rouge, that little like absinthe fairy, the little green one. That's not what I'm getting here. But anyway, moving on. Something about this is like I think it has to do with your intuition, honestly, telling you just a little bit longer. Don't throw in the towel yet, Cancer. Like we're almost there. And again, we know what's coming. Whatever this is for you, all these cards are good. Like, I'm not getting any bad readings so far. I mean, I've pulled 6 cards, but like even just the combination of these, I'm reading for career, but commitment, long-term marriage to a person, to a partnership, to a job, to a new lifestyle, to a way of thinking, to a way of feeling. It's spiritual learning, and you're committing to it for the long term because your heart is invested in it. So, I mean, whatever that is, it's going to be very personal to you. So, what is this last little hurdle? Because that's what that's indicating to me. Before we can like rejoice with bliss and sing our songs of joy, what is going on here? The underlying energy. It's a card of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So some of you may have had a rocky relationship with a fire sign, be it your best friend or your coworker or somebody in your life. It could be a parent. And something about their way of doing it, or something about it has sort of, I wanted to say like left a scar on your heart, or yeah, it may have to do with a family dynamic for some of you. If there's a Sagittarius, this is specifically a card of Sagittarius, it could also be Aries or Leo, or someone who makes you carry the brunt of the workload or makes you feel overworked or underappreciated or underpaid. The underlying energy for it is the Ten of Pentacles, so it's like stepping away because you learn your value. You recognize your true worth, and again with, like, first of all, let's just focus on that. Ten of Pentacles, the highest pentacle card, pentacles being money, the highest pentacle card you can get. That's the underlying energy for you being like, I'm ready to throw in the towel. So it's funny, there's a couple things this could be. I feel so strongly that some of you are leaving something behind, but because I was saying like the peace out thing, like I'm a rock star, I'm done, I've completed it. If it's not that, it may be long-term commitment to something, in which case if you recently got a new job, you obviously, you're learning the new material, you're learning the new systems, you're trying to mingle with new coworkers and break the ice, and there's kind of a lot of pressure and anxiety there. Now, this isn't typically an anxiety card. It's more like physical stress. So something about it, it's like your heart is in the right place because it's a couple messages. It keeps going back and forth. I'm sorry. It's a couple things. If you got this new job and you're stoked and you love the opportunities and you see yourself there for years, it's that initial getting your feet wet. It seems like immediately, like right out the gate, there's a lot of obstacles or a lot of things you have to feel like you can conquer and achieve and see the reward in it. I'm almost getting like socialization is very stressful. I don't know why. But again, the long term is there, or they pay you quite well. They make you feel valued at the company. So you don't want to jump ship, but there's that little voice inside your head, almost like devil angel, like, is it worth it? Yes, it is. Like, are we sure? Yeah, let's like keep going. It's sort of a back and forth. For others of you who are ready to peace out and leave a job, like, I'm at the end of my rope, I can't do this BS any longer. It's because you recognize your value and you're going after something that's going to pay you better, that's going to champion you, Cancer, like invest in your company, or offer you a bigger salary or a bigger paycheck or something of that nature. Some of you may be going into the family business or going into business on your own. I'm so sorry. Just choked on my air. If you're going into... Nope, not quite. Sorry, guys. If you're going into business on your own, business for yourself, starting up a startup, the money flow will be there eventually because it's already like you're manifesting it now. You see it as extremely profitable, but you may have gotten your head above, or your head isn't quite above water yet because you're still figuring out all the logistics of it. That's sort of what's coming through here. There's lots of pieces and parts to still figure out, but in terms of like the money and something about self-respect with this card is really important here. If you commit to it long term, there's happiness and there's huge potential for financial success, financial reward in it. I'm going to throw a clarifier on it because I recognize there's a lot coming through here, and I mean, it's a general message, so it's going to be different for everyone, but what is the most important message with this Nine of Wands? It may require you, potentially this new opportunity or whatever comes through in your path. It may require you to sever ties with something or someone that you're hesitant to do, or hesitant to do that with, sorry. And just having confidence and faith in yourself. Don't go back to old patterns of belief where you weren't in a good place spiritually, where you were vibing low, as we like to say. Yeah, it's asking you to like believe in yourself. And you've proven yourself on some certain level already, right? So wavering confidence might be an issue for you, but it's something about your soul tribe has got you. That's important. And for a lot of you, it does have to do with your family. You may be sharing really good news with your family. If you see them over the holiday. And again, it doesn't have to be literal family. It could be your best friends. It could be your work family, right? Most important message with this Nine of Wands for Cancer. The Seven of Coins. Yeah, okay, so the assessment mode. Is it worth it long term? Well, Cancer, I can tell you just about instantly if that resonates, if that's striking a chord. If you're in this mode of, is it worth it in the long term? Yeah. If the underlying energy is Ten of Pentacles, this is the card of assessment. Do I or don't I? I've planted the seeds. Will they grow? Do they need more sunlight? Do they need more water? How do I get the recipe right? Should I bail? Should I stay? Should I commit? You're getting the card of commitment and long-term happiness and long-term reward, long-term building, growth, tangible objects, things in the 3D, in the real world. Your house, your home, your apartment, your car, your fancy material possessions, also your health, your body. So again, some of you may be leaving a job if you feel like you're being abused, if you feel like it's slave labor. That's the other message coming through with this. So again, is it worth it? In the long term for your health? No, it seems like there would be something else better. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's a few different messages coming through, but it's assessing what is around you. Where do you want to grow? How do you want to grow? Who do you want to grow with? And maybe for you, this is a romantic partnership, right? Maybe some of you are hooking up with an Aries or a Scorpio or a Taurus or a Leo. There's a lot going on here. Yeah, okay, interesting. So, yeah, hope and melancholy are coming up, and that is what this is. What is making you lose hope? I think it's those who have been at a job for 9 months or 9 years and there's no light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, it's a pretty grim card, right? And then melancholy is coming up. There's something about this job that it's joyless. And so for most of you, I think you're leaving. I think you're on the cusp of leaving or accepting a new position, but you may be waiting for the offer to come through. So it's like, I'm at this job and I'm basically checked out, but I know I have to power through until February. It could be, and I just randomly said February, but it could be something like that. It might not be February though. Let's see. This is a card of Sagittarius, so you may not hear back during Sagittarius season, which that's almost over. I mean, it's almost Capricorn now, so Aries season maybe for those who are waiting on a job, which that's it's about 3.5 months away, but that's not for everyone. Do you have any Capricorn cards coming up? No, not really. Anyway, moving on. Something you're lacking hope, you're losing hope, you're sad, you're feeling like there's never going to be any joy in your life, but again, I can show you the cards a million times. That's just not the case. I don't know what to tell you. You may not be feeling it now, Cancer, but there is something within reach, like swarming within your energy, that is like, I want to say a golden opportunity with the sun. All these cups mean that it's going to bring you some joy. It's going to bring you some sort of peace and harmony and light and potentially love, right? You may end up loving the new people that you're going to work with. And yeah, I mean, long-term stability looks good. So even if that's not the case, even if you are thinking of taking another job and maybe it's not your dream job, but the paycheck is a little bit higher, and that's what you're in assessment about, do I or don't I still think the fact that you wanting to peace out and essentially, let's leave it at this, close out this difficult cycle, the underlying energy is because you're trying to get more. You're trying to grow more. And I mean, to that, I say yes, right? Like all signs point to yes. If you're not feeling it where you're currently at, why not take the leap? Why not try something new? All right, so the help available to you. This is going to be key, I think. You have the same card twice, so Seven of Pentacles. Again, that's the assessment. How do I get these seeds to grow, right, in metaphor? And Pentacles in tarot readings typically represent money. Very, very commonly represent money. So what do I want to do? How can I earn the amount of money that, matches, what I need to make to live, to thrive, essentially? How much am I worth? How much are my skills and talents worth? Some of you, I think, are still figuring it out. And what this is kind of like a silly message. The assessment of is it worth it? Do I or don't I? When the high priestess comes up, it says you already know the answer, Cancer. There's nothing I can tell you here that internally you don't already know on some level. It's almost like you just need the reassurance. Like, especially with this high priestess, the way she's depicted, she's a witch, right? You have the witch card, the Queen of Wands, right? You are magic. You are power. You are powerful. You are in tune with the universe. But again, this is speaking to me about confidence. Where's your confidence? It's like everybody else sees it. Everybody sees you on the throne with the sunflower and, bow down. Like, and I don't say that in like a weird power dynamic, but like there's something very glowing and beautiful about this card. You have like a magic to share with the world, and the high priestess is saying you should know what to do with it. Instinctively, intuitively, you should know what to do with it. And as we were saying, when these cards sort of came up, it's like you've committed yourself to, I don't know why this message is coming up the way it is, but it's like you've committed yourself to listening to your intuition, to trusting yourself, and with that, it inevitably will help you to build more confidence. So, I mean, this could even be working on yourself, your mind, body, your spirit, right? Pentacles being your body, working on the way you, like, even communicate within yourself, like channel messages from a higher power. Cancer, stop it. The Queen of Cups, so the Queen of Love, the Queen of House and Home, the Queen of Intuition, frequently, psychic abilities, tarot card readers out there. Double Cancer energy. So the help available to you, Cancer, is being yourself. Guys, that's such an adorable message. Whether you're male or female, the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess are Cancerian cards. The energy about them is very... it's just very Cancerian, ruled by the moon, right? My moon babies, my moon children. The assessment mode, what's the help available to you is tapping into your own energy, listening to your heart. This to me, especially because she's the silent communicator, she channels messages with spirit, the Hierophant, kind of same thing. Divine counterpart, the Hierophant and the High Priestess. Also, King of Cups and Queen of Cups, also a divine pairing. Business partnership might be huge for you. If for those already in a relationship, husband, wife, husband, whatever it is, it's still a divine pairing. Someone you're with is going to be like your support system, someone who you can lean on in times of worry. But there's not too much worry here. It's mostly celebration. Yeah, there's going to be some sort of like important partnership that brings you back to life. That offers you like consoles you. I think that's the word I'm looking for. But ultimately though, what I'm getting at here though is that's great that you have your soul tribe, you have your soul team backing you, celebrating you, cheering you on from the sidelines. The heavy weight, the heavy decisions, the heavy lifting, it's going to fall on you to make decisions regarding this business, regarding this career move, regarding this job change, regarding this difficult conversation you have to have with the boss, or something like that. Is it worth it? The most important thing you can take away from this, you already know. You know the answer. It exists within your subconscious. You just have to find a way to get it up and out. Meditate, right? Watch some tarot videos, but pull some tarot cards for yourself, right? Try and interpret those messages. Do whatever you feel, what makes you feel more grounded and in touch with spirituality. It's going to be so key for you here. You have all the spiritualists, right? You have the King and Queen of Cups. You have the Hierophant. You have the High Priestess. Spirituality, Cancer, is going to be huge. Trust your instincts. Trust your intuition. Something about saving money for a rainy day or putting funds away for something, you may actually be tapping into that account to make your dreams come true. It may also have to do with like an article or an item that like you've put in the back of your closet and like you take it out and start dusting it off like, oh yeah, there's my dream journal. Maybe I'll see what I wrote in it, 2 years ago. And something about that is going to spawn some sort of message for you. Doing something in the arts or creativity, particularly like woodwork. I don't know what that would be. Painting or yes, channeling messages via some sort of like creative outlet, that may help you get in tune with like your star player as well. Yeah, some of you need to move towards what's going to make you happier, because when you're happy, that's like almost like a magnet. Your happiness is going to attract clientels or customers, or it's like the energy you're putting forth by doing something you love, even if it's like equal in measure to the amount of effort you're putting into a job you're hating, it's not going to feel as burdensome. It's not going to feel like the same weight. Even if you work the same hours or punch the clock at the same time, the difference is actually enjoying the work you're doing. It will make you want to do it long term. It'll make you stick to your promises. It will hold you accountable for the things you want to accomplish and realize your dreams, because your heart is in it. Your love is in it. If you're working away at something that's making you sad, where you're losing hope, you feel like you're one of a million people in the company, yeah, and it's burdensome. You're not enjoying it. You're ready to throw in the towel. It may be time to reassess like better avenues where you can increase your income and also, again, your value. And not only how the company values you, how your vendors, your clients, Joe Schmo, it's also about valuing yourself. Like, this is like, I'm a mother effing badass. Like, it's pretty great energy. So what is your final advice or guidance, Cancer friends? Ace of Pentacles, there's that new beginning. I was going to say, I kept hesitating to say new beginning because there weren't any aces, but you did have so many 10s and 9s about wrapping up. So I'm actually super thrilled to see that, because it kind of reinforces the message to me. You have an ace. You have a brand new golden opportunity, and it's protected. Something about that, it's protected, and also it's flourishing. There's flowers growing. It's abundant. It could span the test of time. Something about the seed grows into the flower, the acorn to the oak tree, and you literally have the oak man. But again, with this card of Pisces and Neptune, dreaming about it, are you actually going to do it? The Hanged Man is a card of assessing where we're currently at, and he's upside down because he's trying to look at the world from a, a different perspective. He's trying to see it differently, understand things differently, inform himself of what's going on, so that he can eventually make the decision to transition into something else. After 12 comes 13, the card of Death, which is fantastic. Death is a card about transitioning into a new cycle, letting things go that are dead and buried, letting things go that aren't serving us, right? I mean, this is a dark message, so please don't take it literally, but there's something about this, like this job makes you want to hang yourself. Like you're done with it. The alarm clock goes off in the morning and you're just like you're ready to throw in the towel. I think this is the mode you're currently in. Dreaming about what it would be like to leave, dreaming about what it would be like to give your resignation, dreaming about what it would be like to get that job offer you're waiting on, or to apply to that dream job you've always wanted to, but maybe have been lacking confidence or have been too shy to do so. This is committing to your long-term dreams. Your fairy tale ending, Cancer. It's time to, yes, manifest it, but create it. Bring it to reality. We know you're capable of a hell of a lot of work, because that's what these wands are. This is going at something for quite some time, to the point where you're exhausted. It's burdensome, right? If you were to extend this type of energy into an outlet that brings you joy, that's more in alignment with your spiritual path, something that doesn't make you bored, if you were to listen to your heart and go after it, money will follow. The message is very clear to me here. But with that, right, night, spring, change, and movement into our life, moving towards what you love with Cups, and then Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race, but almost a guaranteed success, right? It will be built. I will do it. It will be mine. Oh yes, it will be mine. That's from Wayne's World. I love that movie. Four of Cups is boredom. There's nothing about this that's pleasing you, so you may as well move on. You may as well take some sort of risk, but it's a risk that scares the shit out of you. Something about pain or depression. You may have to reach out to someone who you don't want to reach out to because you're intimidated by them, or you feel like you've been burned before, or something like that. So again, I'm not necessarily saying reach out to someone who you have great hesitation about. Because again, your intuition is what's guiding you. The help available to you, the yes or no questions you have, it's going to come from within, Cancer, right? So you have to take the time to make sure you're in a place to receive messages from above. The fact that you have the Hierophant twice is pretty amazing. You also have the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, the Queen of Money. Again, roots, establishing roots. It feels like some of you are almost, I mean, depending on what age you are, give or take, starting something brand new, and it's like, this is the first day of the rest of your life, and the rest of your life looks pretty damn good if you were to nurture the seed the way you need to. If you were to give it, guys, are you ready for this? Sunlight and water. King of Cups. That's what the seed needs to grow, and those are some of the first cards out in your tarot spread here. All the cards of long-term happiness and long-term stability, they're all here. So what is it going to take to kind of get you off your butt and go after this, right? Sort of cut your losses. And this Three of Swords, this card of heartbreak, I already lost it. What did I do with it? Where's my Three of Swords? This one. An imbalance in the heart, an imbalance in our head of what to do. It may have come because this felt like you gave 9 years of your life to something you were never passionate about, and it's almost like you're regretting leaving it because it feels like you're giving up. That might be for some of you, but if so, that's not the case. It's like you're almost avoiding the inevitable by sticking around. At some point in time, for those resonating, it feels like you were going to find out that this was done, that it's over. You're at the 9, then comes the 10, and it's like, oh, thank God, I'm done. So it's almost encouraging you to like move towards what you love faster, particularly something in the arts, spirituality, creativity, something you wanted to do in your childhood. It might be working with children. It might be working with students. It might be teaching. It might be starting a family. Something that's going to make you happy. That's also going to bring in the Benjamins, if you know what I'm saying. All right, final card here under the Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. So it did come in through reverse, the Lovers reverse. You know what it is? Again, career and finance, the Lovers talks about a choice, right? In reverse, it's almost like you're avoiding a choice. You're almost in indecision. And actually, that card came out in your pre-shuffle. You did have the Two of Swords. Some of you are putting off some sort of decision to maybe leave one and go with another. And it's almost like by avoiding the decision, this seed will never grow. The money will never come in. If nothing ever changes, everything's going to stay the same, essentially. That's sort of what I'm getting. If you're very desperate and looking for any sort of hope, you know, God, give me a sign type energy, like the signs are there. You just have to be open to the messages, essentially. If you're looking for some sort of indication on how to improve this or how to make it better, do something, do anything. Make some sort of choice that puts you in a position that welcomes in opportunity of any kind, right? Because even something that comes that you didn't anticipate, even if the work is harder running your own business than you thought, there's valuable lessons in there, and it's going to allow you to gain knowledge and grow as a person, Cancer. Something about being manipulated, being at a job where you feel like someone is pulling the strings, like puppeteer energy. It's severing off some sort of connection because it's not allowing your seed to grow. It's like suffocating you. It's something about a team dynamic, not being appreciated in a team. This is saying go after the new opportunity, even if it's under the same umbrella, even if it's, you know, the same job but for a different company or this or that. There's a new beginning here that's like desperately trying to come into you. The cards in front of me are absolutely amazing, but yeah, this does make me a little bit worried because some of you are like at the end of your rope, right? I mean, the Hangman came up literally, right? It's up to you to decide when you want to transform. The power rests with you. But yeah, make sure you are ready to receive those messages from the universe because they're coming in strong, baby. All right, Cancer, that's what I got for you. So will money be good? I would say yeah. You have a decent amount of pentacles, and good, or Lord knows you have a lot of cups as well. So anyway, Cancer, let me know what resonates for you in the comments down below. Please do like, share, subscribe, and I will see you very soon for more tarot readings. Bye!